Hey everyone, Will McReynolds from KP9 Interactive. Today's video I'm going to go over Luma Ai's powerful suite of tools with their reshoot abilities, and but we will get a little bit in augmented reality near the end of this video, but the first part of it is definitely going to be talking about how I created this video, and I'm going to break it down with my video editor and all the things I did to make this what looks very simple on the surface, how complex it really is, but how I was able to do it super easy, and I'd never be able to do this before if it wasn't for Luma Ai. Check this out. So the idea here was my friend, we're looking at making the old soul from her body come out and reappear, and this is what we're illustrating here. Now all I did was I did 5 different shots and I panned the phone around in one arc for each shot. Just about maybe 15 seconds of video each time, times 5. Then I was able to export the model and place her in the environment with WorldCAST in AR, as well as put her in different environments. So this could be like game assets or other things too, right? So let's get into this. So here we are in Luma Ai software. So what I've done is I've just opened it directly up into the camera editing tool. And what I did was I went through and made keyframes of a certain shot, and I composed it how I wanted it to look. This is not the rendered version of it. This is just a preview. Then I rendered out the actual videos using the render video tool. Now this tool allows us to have so many options, even the focal length. If I want to change, like I do, I'm a photographer as well. So if I wanted to change the length to get that really fisheye look or different things, I could easily do that, and I would just make a keyframe. In this case, I just made one keyframe with the motion I wanted, and then I applied it. I went to save path, and I downloaded that path, and I just applied that path to all the other captures that I did. So I had that same movement for all 5 of them. Then all I had to do was go into my video editing software and stack those videos on top of each other, and just cut out where I wanted to. So they all had the exact same motion stacked on top of each other. So it was very easy to line up all the shots. Now, here's an example of what I did. So here we have her over on the one side, right? And I cut back and forth because all I did was slice out pieces. Now I'm just going to hide this part. So we'll hide that, and we can see this angle. We can see this brick wall with this angle here, right? So let me just turn that one back on and turn this one off, and we'll see how they both line up. That's 2 different footages with the opacity drop down just to get that look, but they match up. But other times I made it a little bit bigger to exaggerate the pulling apart of the 2 entities, and that's how I captured that look. So a lot of work went into actually making this. But again, if it wasn't for that recapture tool, I wouldn't be able to stack all the videos on top of them, have them all line up, and just allow me to add the effects. But I mean, look at this shit. It's pretty awesome. The fact that I was able to pull it off. Then I added some, of course, some post-effect work. Now I'm using Wondershare Filmora. I moved over from, I was using Adobe for like the last 20 plus years, and then I went to DaVinci. But I found Filmora works really good for a lot of things. Just really simple. I just want to bang out content real fast, make templates, and I find it really nice video editing software. I always like jumping around and seeing what one's the best out there. But so just being able to do this in the video editor, and then having the content be able to export the model. So let me just go back to the actual model here. So all I have to do is go to the download option, and I'm able to get what I want. So in this case, I just went to medium poly because I didn't have to go high poly at all for our system, and it looks really good. So I went medium poly, and it downloads the model. I can just open it up and get a preview of it. Looks good. Now I didn't do the back in the elevator, so that's how we got that, right? Now this isn't the best model. This one, there was another one I got that was didn't have to do any cleanup at all. But then I was just able to bring the model directly into WorldCAST, and as we can see, I can, like I said, the back I never captured. But if I would have done the walk around, I would have got that full capture, just like this one right here. So here's another scan I did where I actually walked all the way around her. So I was able to capture the full 360, and I could put her in the environment, which allows me to do things like this with WorldCAST and bring her in the environment. And I was able to do all this with Luma. Be able to capture this really cool effect. I can put her into other elements. I can do a lot of things, and I can make videos really, really fast by using that video tool, that camera tool, where I can just export the path and just apply it to all my other NeRFs, all my other captures. So when I output the video, the rendered video, I get that nice, that continuous look. Again, just to illustrate that real quick, one more time. You can see all these videos, they all have the same motion applied. So it was just very easy to get that real look, that I wanted. And I was able to do a really cool art project really fast and have it done within a few hours from beginning to end. So yeah, that's the power of Luma AI. The fact it can do all that, unleash creative powers. For the more effort you put into it, the better result. Like I could have actually went up a little bit higher, done an arc, went down to the horizon level, did an arc, and then went down a little bit lower and up on an angle and did another arc. And so instead of 5 videos, I would have had 15 videos, and that's where I would have really had the even more detail. This was just a prototype to see before we do the actual shoot, and it was worth investing the time just to get it down and to see if it was going to work. And evidently it did. So if you haven't checked out Luma AI yet, check it out, capture stuff, put it into reality, make movies, whatever you want to do. I think that I've been waiting for a tool like this for so long. I've been messing with photogrammetry and so many things over the last a very long time. And this is the first tool that I found that actually works with my workflow and gets the ideas out that I see in my head, and I'm able to iterate. The fact I can actually even do like an inception rotate with the camera. I can rotate the camera around as I'm zooming in. I can get that. I can get that look, so if you want, you can even get that Ken's burn effect. You just Google it if you see what I'm talking about. But you can you can change the focal length from 17 to 100 millimeters as you're zooming in or out on a rail, and get that and make the foreground, the central figure, and the background move at different times. So you get that really disconcerting effect. Usually it's used in movie moments where it's like where it zooms in on somebody's face, but the background gets elongated and gives you it just gives you that really weird feeling that's kind of disconcerting, like vertigo or something. But it's a really crazy effect. But you can do that. You can go back and manipulate the camera however you want, zoom in and out and do different things. I just think it's fantastic. So if you haven't checked it out, Luma AI, and of course check out WorldCAST, and I can't wait to see what you create.